I hope you're all doing really, really well. It is Friday afternoon. I just left work because we have kind of a summer Friday today. So I have half of the afternoon off. And I'm on my way to get some lenses for my new glasses. I'm on my way. I think I'm then going to stop by Ralph's and get a little coffee. And we're also going to just go for a quick walk this afternoon once I get my coffee, and then that's pretty much it. I'm then gonna go back home. I need to change. We got a few more bits and pieces for the apartment, so we might set that up with Mary this afternoon or perhaps tomorrow. And then tonight I'm just gonna change quickly, and I'm getting drinks with Lindy. We are actually going to the Lowell Hotel on 63rd Street, I believe, in the Upper East Side. So we are going there for drinks, so I'm excited to catch up. But yeah, that's the plan. I actually just got a little iced latte for Mary because she worked from home all day, so I thought I would bring her a little treat. And yeah, I walked all the way from 72nd to the 90s, so yeah, it's just a glorious day, not too hot, so love it. I'm gonna change when I get home and get ready for tonight. I'm just gonna restart this vlog officially here and the official introduction here because I always feel like every time I start vlogging outside first and just include like a clip of me talking to you when I'm in the street or something, I'm setting the vlog for failure because there's just so much information that I do not feel concentrated, and I'm just like saying things but not really registering what I'm talking to you about. So, and I'm not like involved per se, whereas at home I am much more present and I assume that what I'm saying makes more sense. But anyway, I'm back home. I got a little iced latte at Vanessa for Mary. She's actually not home right now, but for when she gets back, so she has a little treat. But yeah, I was at work this morning, and then just this afternoon went to order my blue light lenses to add to my new glasses for work, and then just stopped at Ralph's. I had a little matcha and just walked all the way home. And oh my god, yeah, it's definitely hot now, but it's actually such a glorious day outside. It's just very, very sunny, but not too hot, so a nice summer day. And I actually walked more than 10,000 steps already with my Hermes Oran, the white ones that I bought a few weeks ago. So I think that speaks for itself. Like, it really means that they're extremely comfortable, especially because I have always so many issues with shoes and things like that. I always have blisters, and with these I can literally, like, after just a couple weeks of breaking them in, I can literally walk 10,000 steps. So I think that says it all. But anyway, I have some boxes from Amazon to open. I ordered a new frame for my bedroom, and we ordered some new lamps. So I'm actually very excited to see what they look like, because I think they might be a bit too big, but I might replace one in my bedroom and we might add one to the table, because at night it gets a little like too dark in the living room. So we'll see. I'm gonna unbox this a little later and then just change my shoes and bag and get ready for drinks with Lindy. I think I'm also gonna stop by Drop Shop. It's a tailoring place. I think they also do like regular dry cleaning and things like that, but it's on Park Avenue, and I want to get my Karen Millen x Lydia Millen dress fitted correctly, and my regular like hole in the wall kind of tailor on like just a couple blocks away is good, but I've been disappointed the last few times, so I think I will try this one. It's a bit more expensive, but I really want this to be done really, really well. So I'm gonna take that probably before drinks and just take the train to the Lowell. The bar at the Lowell is called Jacques, and I've been there once before in the winter, and it was very, very nice. And so we're gonna go there for drinks. And they also do an afternoon tea in partnership with Dior. So it's Dior tableware and a special Dior menu, which I have never done, but it looks really lovely. So if you're looking for like a special kind of luxurious experience in New York, that's definitely one I would perhaps consider, even if I haven't been myself, but it looks really, really lovely. And I think it's something they implemented for the entirety of the summer this season. And also I was thinking of perhaps doing like a little guide, or either like, I don't know how to really do this, but some of you have asked me like, you know, what are some of the best like luxury recommendations in New York, like afternoon tea and things like that, or the best hotels, best bars or restaurants. So I might try to do like a little roundup of this. Let me know in the comments below if you're interested, or if that's something you would be interested in, if you're looking for some like upscale experiences in New York, if you visit, or if you're just looking for like a special occasion thing. Let me know what you think, and I might work on this. And I came up with some other ideas because some of you suggested, for example, that I give you some Paris recommendations. So I thought that might be a good idea, and I might try to create like some guides and things like that as a former local perspective, even if I'm not from Paris, but I lived there for many years. So that might be of interest to some of you. I don't know. Also, let me know. But yeah, let's get started. I have some things to do this afternoon before meeting Lindy. So let's get cracking. Okay, so the lamps are actually in different, like it's a kit. So we need to build them up, which I don't have the time to do right now. But yeah, we went for a beige, I have no idea what that's called. Let me know. Like a beige textured kind of fabric, and then some gold details to match either the frames that we have or our little bar cart as well. So we have some like nods, and also the lamp, obviously. So yeah, we are adding these with like the gold details, and then that kind of marble little stand. So yeah, we'll probably have one here on the table. I don't think it's gonna be too big, we'll see. So yeah, we'll have one here, and I don't know, maybe one here, or perhaps in my bedroom, we'll see. Also, I changed a little bit my bedroom art. So I added this one from Poster Store with the gold frame. That's from Amazon. And then I also added here by the window what Mary gifted me when she moved in, and it's all these matchboxes. I don't know if you can properly see, but it's, I put it on top of the AC so that it looks cute, but yeah, like this. And then over here, the new artwork. And I removed here, I need to actually do something about it because it's looking not good. But I removed the other artwork that I had here before.
Good morning, everyone. I hope you're all doing really well. It is Saturday morning. I'm not talking too loud because Mary is still in her bedroom. I'm not sure if she's still sleeping, but I don't want to shout. But yeah, I just thought I would catch you up a little bit before we get the day started. So last night I went to the Lowell with Lindy. We had a drink outside on their little terrace, and it was my first time going there like in the summer. Last time was in the deep of winter, so we were definitely inside, but their little terrace is just so nice because it's one of those Upper East Side streets where it's just so empty and quiet. You just have like a few cars passing by, but other than that it was really lovely. So yeah, we had such a great time, and I yapped her ear off with a lot of things that are going on at the moment and that I hope I'll be able to talk to you soon about. But yeah, we just caught up, and I hadn't seen her in actually I think even maybe like a couple months. So yeah, we had a lot to discuss. And yeah, the service is always really great at the Lowell, and Lindy was actually telling me that a lot of people who cannot necessarily get into Bemelmans because the line is too long, sometimes they just go to the Lowell instead because there's a bit like less of a line and it's a bit more like less known, or just to like locals and very like a more niche crowd, let's say. So I highly recommend checking it out if you are looking for like a nice place for drinks, or even for lunch, or I think they do dinner or something like this in New York. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed me taking you along and my little routine this morning. I was in the mood to like vlog some clips of what I did this morning. So I just had breakfast. I also installed the 2 lamps that we received yesterday, and I'll show you right after this. I installed one in my bedroom in the end because I thought it was a little too big for the living room. So one is going to go in the bedroom and the other one is going to go on our little tray bar cart situation. So I think it's looking lovely. Today I am going to work freelance now for like a couple hours until like 10 or 11, I would say, and then I am meeting my friend Marion. So the plan is to meet at Oakberry. It's an acai bowl place that they have several locations in New York, and they have invited me in the past to come check out their latest menu and their offerings, and it's honestly one of the best acai bowls I've ever had at their place. So they invited me to come back for their new offering, and so we're gonna check out the Upper East Side location, which I've never been to, and we're just gonna take some acai bowls to the park and catch up in the park because it's supposed to be like kind of cloudy but not too hot today, so I think we'll actually be able to stay outside. And then the idea is to stroll around a little bit, and we also want to go to the Tiffany Landmark on 5th Avenue. Because the last time I checked it out, it was before it reopened as the Landmark. So it was back in 2019, I think, when we went with my friend Emily, who was visiting when I was interning, and we went to the Blue Box Cafe back at the same location with the previous iteration of the store. And so my friend Marion is looking for a piece of jewelry for her birthday this year in August. So we want to check it out because she has seen some things at Tiffany. So we are going to check out the Landmark. I'll take you with me, obviously, because it is such a stunning location. They have 10 stories and beautiful artworks. I will take you along. And after that, I need to pick up my order at Abercrombie because I ordered 3 different things, like kind of workwear and also like some shorts in like beautiful navy blue. You know, it's my favorite color by now. So yeah, I need to pick up my order also on 5th, so it's just like nearby. And yeah, I'll probably just come back and finish my freelance work because I don't think I'll like get everything done this morning. Oh yeah, and before meeting Marion, I also need to drop off my dress because I didn't get a chance to do that yesterday. So I'm gonna go to drop shop and just drop my dress to be altered correctly. So that's the plan. I'm not sure I'll manage to do that, but we shall see. so that's the plan for today. And then tomorrow I'm going to workout class with Constance. We're going to Vora Pilates. Yeah, and then just also freelance work. So not a lot of thrilling things, but I'm hoping that we can make the most of today. I'm just taking some time to enjoy something else than work. But yeah, you can see that I removed the wallpaper in my bedroom. I wanted to go back to something a bit more neutral, and just like in the living room actually, and something just a bit more like white, subdued. Yeah, I just added the artwork and I think it's looking really nice. But I don't spend a lot of time in my bedroom anyway. I'm more in the living room or just not at the apartment. So I will stop talking to you here and get to work. I'll just show you the lamps and how we set that up before I get started. So that is the lamp I added. It's a little big, but I always read in my bedroom at night, so I actually like to have it a little bit higher up than the one I had before. And it's also kind of, you don't really see the AC so much thanks to that, so I think it works out quite well. And then, yeah, that's the rest of the little setup. And let me show you the living room. So that's what the living room is looking like right now. I need to get rid of this. And then, yeah, we have our little tray bar card set up. Good evening, everyone. What a day. I was so tired and I had such a headache when I came back home after our afternoon. I didn't get a chance to vlog and just catch up with you, but oh my god, what a day it has been. I'm not speaking too loud either because Mary's working, so I don't want to bother her. But yeah, so I met with Marianne. We went to Oakberry. So delicious. They just released their new passion fruit acai bowl, and oh my god, this was the best thing ever. So we took that to the park. We just had a lovely moment. We chatted a bit and just like caught up on everything basically. And I usually don't vlog at night, so it's very weird for me, like this lighting and setting, but I thought, yeah, I definitely wasn't in the mood when I came back home because I was so tired. So I just thought I would catch up later at night. So you are seeing me in the dark, and I'm sorry if the light is not that good. So yeah, and then we walked it wasn't too hot, thank God, but we walked all the way to Tiffany because she wanted to see some pieces for her birthday. So the idea was to see what she would be getting in a few weeks or months. But yeah, we were there for about 3 hours, I think, and tried on just like so many things, because the service, just the sales assistants that we had 2 different ones, they were incredible. I don't think I have ever seen customer service like this, whether in the US or in France. I don't think I have ever seen that. They were absolutely incredible. They went above and beyond when from the beginning we were clear, at least, that we wouldn't be like necessarily purchasing anything. We said that, oh, you know, we want to see some pieces for her birthday and see in advance to know what she's gonna get next month. And the service, honestly, I have never experienced that anywhere in the US or wherever else in the world. The attention to detail, the care, they just were so lovely. If you're looking for a gift or, you know, whatever, I would 100% recommend going there, at least at that location, because it's the Landmark. So obviously, like, there are 10 stories. It's like it's their flagship in New York. And honestly, like, such an incredible experience. So I'm never gonna rave enough about this, but it was just incredible. So highly recommend even checking out the store. So beautiful. I think you saw some clips before, but it was an out of this world experience that I have never had in retail before. Nothing compared to this, even at Hermes, or, you know, it always, especially in the US, I feel like it always feels a bit more transactional, more than it's about the customer. And here it was, yeah, just absolutely perfect. But yeah, I ended up trying on a few things too, and I bought something that I didn't necessarily have in mind. So in a color that I definitely didn't have in mind. I think I'm gonna wait a little bit until I show you, because I actually want, because it's gonna match specifically some things that I have in my wardrobe, and I'm very interested in pairing it with some outfits to see what it looks like, because what I was wearing today, for example, it doesn't necessarily go with it, which usually I try to go for pieces and like timeless pieces that go with absolutely everything I have, and this is not the same type of piece. So I have tried it on with just like a couple things tonight, but I'm gonna try it on with some different pieces tomorrow, and I want to see like what I think, because it's not something that I necessarily had in mind in that colorway. So I mean, color is like, it's neutral, but still. So I think I will sleep on it and see how I like it worn with something else, like in the day, because usually when I buy something like this at a brand like this, it is very well researched for a long time before I actually make the purchase. That was the case for like some of the shoes that I bought recently, or the bags, but that was not the case. And I feel like when you invest in jewelry, it's always better to be able to wear it almost every single day, or at least having the option to, so that it just, like, you know, on rotation every single day, because the cost per wear is just ridiculous after a couple years. So yeah, I will sleep on it, and because I loved it so much when I tried it on in the store, but I'm just afraid that worn with what I had in mind, it doesn't look as good as I thought it would. I will let you know. I will keep you posted, but yeah, I will sleep on it, and I will try it on again tomorrow, and I might think about it. Anyway, that was not planned. But yeah, other than that, we tried on a lot of beautiful things, obviously, and I think like Marion has a lot to think about in terms of what she's actually gonna get, because she saw several things that she really loved. When I got home, I had actually received a few other things that I had bought over the past few days and weeks, including during Amazon Prime. So I'm gonna show you tomorrow what I got, because it's in the kitchen. So 2 different things for the kitchen that I got during Amazon Prime. Such great deals, so I'm very excited to show you this. I also got something else that had been on my wish list for 2 things actually that have been on my wish list for such a long time, and I thought I would perhaps show you tonight, even if the lighting is not the best, but I think most of you know what it looks like, so that's okay. I got finally, because I have been thinking about this for many years now, and I never took the plunge because it is a very hefty price tag. and I couldn't really justify it, but I have come to a point with my hair where I'm always like touching it, faffing with it. I am not really happy with it, and hence why I'm taking even like Nutrafol and things like that so that I can maybe improve it a little bit. I've always been like struggling with like fine hair and how to style it properly. So the Airwrap has been on my list for such a long time, but I just can't justify the price tag for something I don't even know I'm gonna like because I never tried it on before. I asked some people, but obviously everyone has different hair, so you can't really compare if it works for someone, if it's gonna work for you as well. I actually found on the Dyson website that they do refurbished sales as well. So I got it refurbished on the Dyson website, and it's basically brand new. I literally can't tell the difference. Everything has been like repackaged, and I got it. So the retail price in the US brand new is $600 without taxes, and I got this one for $370 with taxes. I think it was $320 or something like this, so almost half price, and it's literally brand new, perfect condition, same colorway. So yeah, I'm very excited to try. I will let you know, because I don't know because I have very like fine hair, so I have no idea if it's gonna be great or if it's gonna be terrible. So I'll try this probably not tomorrow because I have so many things to do, but probably like next week or next weekend, and I will report back on how I like it. But I think it might take a little while to get used to it. I've heard that even online when I was looking, some people were saying that it takes a little while to get the hang of it. So if you have any tips, let me know. Or if you also have like, you know, fine, brittle hair. And the second thing I bought, it was also on sale, so that's why I got it. Still in the hair game is the a little Mason Pearson hairbrush. So I bought the small one because obviously I don't have a lot of hair, so I was like, I'm not sure I actually need the massive brush. It's like the perfect size because I will be able to take it with me when I travel, because it's the pocket size, but it's not like, I mean, it's already like a very good size. And so I got the pocket sensitive because obviously I have very fine hair, so I wanted something that would make the most out of it, because yeah, obviously I have very fine hair, so I wanted to make sure that it's not harsh. And this is 100% boar bristles for the sensitive one, and it is, yeah, for fine or thinning hair, so I thought it would be perfect. So that is the brush. I took it in Ruby, that's the colorway, and so it comes in this little presentation box, and yeah, I have like big hands, so I don't know if that's a reference, but I don't know how many inches it is, but it's definitely like a very good size. And yeah, I thought I would see what the hype is all about, and it is really great. I don't think I have ever had a brush that is that good, so I think it will be worth it. I will take care of it a lot. So the pocket one on sale was $96, and I haven't upgraded my hairbrush in, I'm ashamed to say this, but I think 4 or 5 years. So it was really about time, and it is definitely worth the investment, especially because you just use it every single day. So yeah, I will let you know how I like it as well, because I just received it and I just started using it, but so far absolutely love it. I just wanted to share this with you because Clarence sent over some products a few months ago, and I started using some of them, like the serum that I showed you in a previous vlog, and I hadn't gotten around to using the night cream, the night moisturizer just yet, and I just started using it. It is the multi-active night with niacinamide and sea holly extract, and I honestly think that this is one of the best night creams I have ever had. So obviously they sent it over, but I would 100% buy it again when this one is finished, because the texture, and I can gua sha after this, but it's not sticky. I used to have the Mario Badescu, which I ran out of, and it was very like thick, so not not necessarily ideal. I don't know, I didn't really like the texture. It was fine, but this one is absolutely amazing. So I will link it down below. Same for the brush, by the way. Yeah, this is a staple for me moving forward, I think. And it exists. They also send it for the day, which I haven't tried yet. I am waiting for my Avène cream to be finished before I move on to this one for the day. But if it's as good as this one, I am not worried. Okay, so let's do a quick unboxing, but I will probably show it to you better tomorrow, or I mean, we'll see what it looks like. But yeah, so that is the refurbished version, so it's literally as if I was buying it new. So we have here the 2 barrels, and then all the different attachments are included in the box. It's almost the same box as the one I have for my hair dryer, which is also from Dyson, but it's just like a much bigger box. And yeah, all the accessories are included. I took the like the full package basically, because you could choose if you wanted to have just like a few accessories, just the regular air wrap with the barrels, or just the entire thing. So for $370 you get absolutely everything, so the same as if you were to pay $600. And then we have this one. Like it's literally brand new, and there it is. So I just added like the smaller barrel, which is probably the one I'm going to use most of the time, but all the other attachments are included as well, including the little filter thingy. But yeah, I'm very excited to get started. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that little catch-up, little unboxing, a little bit of everything. But anyway, I am gonna jump into bed now because I am very tired, and I'm waking up at 5 a.m. tomorrow morning because I need to work on some freelance work that I didn't get a chance to do this afternoon. So I'm gonna do that tomorrow morning before going to my class with Constance, and probably running a few errands as well, preparing for Monday. So not a lot of thrilling stuff. Sundays are always a bit more like random days for me, but I will still take you along. I will then edit this vlog tomorrow afternoon, and yeah, just gonna get some sleep. So I hope you enjoy that little day with me, and I will talk to you tomorrow morning. Good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday. Hope you're doing really well. I woke up at 5 this morning. I started working freelance at 6 and I just finished. It's 9. I do have some other things to do, but I think it's gonna have to wait until next weekend, or at least throughout the week, because I will not have more time to do this today, unfortunately. But anyway, I thought I would show you the couple things I wanted to show you in the kitchen that I added. I'm ready a little early this morning because yeah, like I said, I just finished, so I'm already ready to go to Vora, and I think I'm actually gonna take the train there because it is quite hot and I don't want to be late. And I also decided, I tried it on again this morning, the Tiffany piece that I got yesterday, and it's definitely not working. So I'm glad I realize that now and that I don't wait, because if I have even just a little bit of doubt, I know that the right thing to do is to exchange or return it. So I'm definitely gonna exchange it. I know exactly what I'm gonna get because that's something else I had in mind, and that's something I'm gonna be able to wear every single day. So after my class, I'm just gonna pop back in there and just exchange quickly that and pick up my Abercrombie order, because I completely forgot yesterday to pick it up. So I'm gonna do that right after my class and then come back. I'm gonna edit the vlog this afternoon. I have some like bits and pieces to do at home, but other than that, not a lot going on. But let me show you in the kitchen what I received. So the first thing I received is this caraway lunchbox. So it's for leftovers and all these kinds of things, but I'm gonna use it as my lunchbox because it's very pretty. The size, I think it's 6.6 cups or something similar. It's the medium size, and I bought it on Amazon during Prime Day. It was $36 instead of $45, but you can also order it on the Caraway website, obviously. And it comes with this little sponge that I already broke, but that you can just wash it with this so that there is no stain, or it doesn't scratch the interior of the container. And because the interior is the same as
let me show you, as the actual pans. So it's the same interior as the pans, and you can also use this one in the oven and in the microwave, so it's very versatile. The only thing I would say is that it is very, very, very heavy. So I didn't realize that when I ordered it. I'm still gonna keep it and carry it around, but if you're looking for a lunchbox, I would say that it's a little heavy to carry around, so I'll see how I do tomorrow. I'm gonna use it tomorrow for the first time. The size in the container is really great, but definitely a little heavy if you want to carry it around. Also, just to disclose that it's not for soup or like liquids per se, so more like salads, pasta, and things like that. And it also matches our pans. So Mary has the gray stainless steel ones, and then I have the beige ones. So it matches perfectly. It's the same color, and it matches the rest of our kitchen actually. And the second thing that I received is something that I also got during Prime Day because there was such a good deal for this. It is a Vitamix, which finally I bought one because I didn't have a blender, so I thought it was about time, and I got the A2300 Ascent series. Ascent, I'm not sure, but it is actually one of the best ones that they have. It's professional grade, and this one on Prime Day was $370, I believe, and usually full price it's like $550. So it was such a great deal, and I thought, I mean, it's literally something I'm gonna keep forever. I have no idea how I did without one now that I think of it, but I'm just very, very excited. Let's just unbox it. Okay, so there it is. It's actually a little bigger than I thought it would be, but it seems very, very powerful, so that's good. I haven't started it or anything yet, so we shall see. And then it comes with this to just like press over here. So yeah, let me know if you have one, for example, or perhaps even this one. Let me know what you think about it, and if you have all like any tips and tricks on how to use it, or I'm very curious to know because it does come with a book, and so it's like simple recipes apparently that you can do. So you can basically do everything from like soups to acai bowls to ice cream and lots of different things like whipped cream, puree, even like baby food, and yeah, lots of batters, doughs. So I'm definitely going to start with some of these because they seem quite simple. So yeah, very excited to get started. Okay, so I did reorganize the counter space a little bit because if I don't have it on the countertop, I think it's going to be like a bit tricky to use it often. So I tried to make space for it. It's obviously very, very cluttered because we don't have a lot of countertop space. So yeah, that's what it's looking like right now. And I added the set of knives over here instead. But yeah, that's what it's looking like. Okay, I'm actually out of my class and they didn't have central air working. So it was kind of a shit show. Excuse my French, but yeah, it was really terrible. I mean, it was just so hot. But anyway, I'm on my way to make my return. I'm probably gonna grab a joint juice for lunch after this. But yeah, that's the plan. Good afternoon, everyone. Oh my god, I am so tired. I think like the fact that there was no AC, like literally
kill me because I'm feeling so tired right now. But anyway, just got back home. I picked up my Abercrombie order, which I think I'm gonna try it on very quickly just to see if everything fits. It's basically just a different color of something I already have, and then it's 2 new pieces, but they seem to be fine. But I'll just try them on very quickly. I'll show you and insert the little clips after, so I won't necessarily like style them. I'm not wearing any jewelry or anything. Yeah, just to see if they fit. And other than that, I stopped at Tiffany's and exchanged the item that I had. So I'm actually gonna insert a clip also of what I got. I already opened it, so you'll see the unboxing without the ribbon and the wrap and everything, or I might put it back together and just show it to you properly, but I'll show you what I got. And it's something I will wear every single day. That if I was one of those people who do not remove jewelry, I'm not like that. I really need to remove jewelry at the end of the day. But if I was actually interested in not removing it, I could definitely do that, which is what I wanted. So I will show you and do a little unboxing. So that's gonna be like the best for the last part of the video. I don't know how long that's gonna be in the end, but hopefully you stick all the way to now. And then I just stopped at doing the juice. I got a beets and berry, I think like a protein shake, and it is so good. So I'm gonna enjoy that while I edit and finish some freelance work. So yeah, that's the plan for the afternoon. I'll actually do the clips now, and then I will let you go. So I don't know if you can see properly, but the entire outfit is from Abercrombie. And the top, I feel like it's maybe a little big, but I think it was the smallest size that I got. A navy knitted kind of long t-shirt, like cropped, but with longer short sleeves, let's say. And on the edges, you have that little white detailing, which I feel like is very elegant. And I wanted something like more work pieces that are more professional, that I can still dress down if needed with shorts and things like that. And then the pants are the exact same that I already have in black. And there are these Sloan pants. These are the regular in a size 24. That's usually my size at Abercrombie. So yeah, they fit perfectly. And I'm not taking the shorts, the short version, but the regular, because otherwise the white ones that I have are the short ones, and I like them a little less because they're not long enough for me. So yeah, that's the outfit. And I'm gonna show you the shorts as well, because I got the same pants but in the shorts version. Here are the shorts, so exact same as the pants, but in a shorts format, so the Sloan shorts. And same, I took 24 for these, and there's just one length, so can't go wrong. But I like it because they're a bit on the longer side. They're not like super short shorts, which I love. Such a staple, absolutely love it. And I style them with just like white little slingbacks, but obviously like with a white belt or with gold orange sandals and like a gold belt, that would be perfect as well. So yeah, highly recommend because they're really fitting very, very well. Okay, let's unbox this. You can see that it's not the same size of the box that I posted on Instagram yesterday, for example. I don't know if you saw that, but it was square box, and this one is obviously bracelet box. So just to preface it, the original thing I had bought, I actually don't have like a good picture to insert here, but I will link it down below so you can have a look at what I originally bought, which was the bone cuff in small, like the smallest size in terms of like width. And I bought it in black. I originally tried it in white, but it felt like I don't know, like you could only see this, and I thought I would only wear it in the summer. So then I switched to the black one. But then when I tried it on yesterday night and even this morning, it felt like just very, I don't know, like you could only see this on my wrist. And even if I do wear a lot of black year round, something was just off. So I got this instead. And this one, I'm gonna wear it every single day. So I'm very excited about this. And I feel like it's such a staple that I can keep literally forever. So, okay, so that's the box. And then, I don't know if it's gonna be placed correctly, but yes. So this is the Tiffany Smile bracelet. I'm trying desperately to do that properly. There we go, perfect. So it's the Tiffany T, and then, sorry, it's definitely not ideal in a box. It's gonna be much better worn. And it is the Smile version of the Tiffany T and the bracelet. So it's a chain and you just have that T wire part on top of your wrist basically. And I will also link it down below so you can see better on the website, and it exists in rose gold as well, and obviously in silver. Yeah, I took yellow gold, that's what I wear the most, so I thought it would just make the most sense, and that's something I'm gonna have on my wrist every single day. I can stack it if I add some other pieces at some point. I think that's really a staple, so I hope you like it. I'm not gonna close it because it takes a little while to close it, but that's what it looks like worn. So you have that T part on top, and then it's just like a regular chain bracelet at the bottom. I feel like it's really a staple, and it's not show-offy either, which I really like, because I'm definitely trying to stay a bit more away from those kinds of pieces, and I felt like the bone cuff was definitely not it. Much more dainty and much better for me. All right, I think I'm gonna close off this vlog here. It was a bit all over the place now that I think of it. I haven't really looked at the footage just yet, but it might be a bit all over the place. So I hope you still enjoyed it if you made it all the way here. But again, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And don't forget to subscribe and check out my Instagram page as well if you want to see more of what I share on the daily, and if you want to see like more outfits and things like that. That would mean a lot to me. So thank you always for your support, and I will see you very soon. I will see you next week in the apartment tour vlog, because that is confirmed. It's going to be out next week. So I'm not leaving you hanging out to dry again. It's going to be next week. So I hope you enjoy, and I will talk to you very soon.